Hello, everyone. My name is Jim Lang. I'm the director of the Colony of Mercy here at America's Keswick. And for 128 years, we have been telling people that Jesus is the answer to addiction. And we just love sharing the stories that we just get to see every day here on this property. And so it is my privilege today to introduce you to Michael. Michael is a graduate of the program. He's actually currently in our discipleship program, and he's actually getting ready to graduate discipleship and take a next step out. He's going to be going out to New Hope Philly, who's a partnering ministry with us, and we're so excited for that. But we just wanted to give you a glimpse of what happens here every day. And so, Michael, you arrived here in a much different state than you sit before me today. Mm-hmm. And one of the things we talk a lot about in the program is just our view of God and our view of ourselves. And so why don't you just share a little bit with everyone what your view of God was when you first arrived here, and what was the view of yourself when you first got here?
Wow, I'm glad you asked. So, like for me, it's very dark. One of the things that come to mind is depression. Like I suffered with a severe case of depression. So I was a slave to sin. Mm-hmm. But two particular things, vices that I had was drugs and alcohol. I suffered with drugs and alcohol for a long time, and I suffered, and my family suffered. My family literally watched me deteriorate right in front of their face, and they couldn't do nothing about it. They didn't want to put me back on the streets in that condition, so they let me stay at the house. But then when I stayed at the house, I fell into this depression, and then it's isolation, and I was like, I didn't want to do anything for myself. I couldn't keep a job, didn't want to wash, didn't want to eat. Only thing I wanted to do was do drugs.
Yeah. And so how did that, being in that depressed state and being addicted to drugs and alcohol, what did that do to your view of God? How did you view God in that season of life?
I view God like I view God like I was God. Mm-hmm. Like my drug was my God.
Yeah. And so you entered the program now almost 7 months ago, mm-hmm. In that state. And so you went through the 4-month, 120-day program, mm-hmm. graduated, entered into our second phase of discipleship. Mm-hmm. And so what did God teach you about yourself since you've been here?
It taught me, it was definitely a process, because I came here bucking the system, because I wanted to do things my way. I wanted to do things Keswick way, and I wanted to be obedient to God, but I still had me to deal with. Mm-hmm. I still want to control. I still wanted to implement to this process what I wanted to implement to it. And then, of course, you guys. So like one of the things that I learned here is honesty, practicing honesty, because I come from a place where lying was key. Being honest for me led me to opening up and allowing somebody to come in to help me sort out all the mess that I was going through in my head.
Yeah. And so I've watched this process as you went through this, and as you kind of let us into those areas of your life that were so dark and so painful. I saw your disposition change, and so I think really what was going on is that you were feeling loved even in the most darkest spaces of your life. And so how did that change your view of how God moves towards you in those areas of your life?
One of the things I understand is that when God saw my messiness, and one of the things because I remember being in a class, and I remember hearing, find out who God is, and find out how much He loves you. And when I started to do that, I seen God coming towards me, even in my mess. And like, cause I didn't come here brimming with honesty, open-mindedness, and wellness. I came here with the sense of like, I need it and I need it now. So God continued to pursue me, and He was helping me all along this way.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Michael, for sharing a little bit of your story. Before I let you go, there might be someone that's watching this that they themselves are struggling with addiction, struggling with depression, just like you found yourself. What would you say to them today?
Well, please, don't do yourself a disservice. Cry out to God, because He is real. He showed up when I didn't think nobody else would. God showed up and he kept his promise. He said that he loved me and he will always be there for me. And he said also that nothing can take me away from him.
Amen.
Nothing can separate me from him.
So if you or anyone you know is struggling with addiction, we would love to come alongside you. You can call us at 732-350-1187. The intake office is extension 1046. Again, my name is Jim. I'm extension 1041. We'd love to talk to you. Have a great day.